Good morning, everybody. Our co-host, the angelic spiritual Susan, will be coming on in a few seconds, and we are ready to rock and roll with questions. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
How is everybody doing today? We are live with our co-host, the angelic spiritual Susan. We're going to be answering some questions today for anybody who is looking to get a question answered. What we do ask is that you follow and like our live and channels. We do appreciate donations, as that's how we make our money. We do have kids' mouths that need to be fed. And with that, whoever has some questions, if you put it into the live chat, we will go ahead and start answering some questions. And we've got a few questions coming on already. All right. So have you set up our sacred space, Susan, with the sage?
I'm going to do that 1 second.
Okay, so Mandy, let's wait till she sets up that sacred space. She's going to clear it out with a little sage. I'm going to spray a little my spray as well. That keeps all the energies nice and clean and happy. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And Ray really happy with the one he is going to marry. So I'm guessing, Mandy K, that you are not happy about this. So let's see what the energies are between you and Ray first, and then we'll go ahead and see whether it's a yes or a no on the other one. All right, so is Ray really happy with the one he's going to marry? So first off, trust in the process is what's coming up. What's Mandy and Ray's energy, spirit? Give me a few more. What else do you want to tell us? Okay. So what I'm getting here, Mandy, is that you guys have had some past lives together. As you can see here, that's a past life card. You guys have had past lives together. What you have to do is start looking at the gratitude of what you have, right? It's saying admire. Admire is really just gratitude. Be grateful what you have in right now. And you need to have a trust in a relationship in order for it to flourish. And so there seemed to have been a missing trust within that relationship that you had with Ray. So let's just go ask that yes or no question. Is this indeed, is he happy, right? And you really shouldn't have to worry about what people are happy. You have to be happy within yourself. And, if this person is going to marry somebody else, really it's their problem, not yours. I know you may have some emotions attached to it, but the more that you attach importance to that person to making you happy, the less happy you're going to be. And so let's look at, is he really happy about with the person he is going to marry? And Spirit gave me 2 cards. It's a no and a no, right? So is he really happy? No, he's not happy, but you have to let things take their course. And we'll pull one more card really quickly. Spirit, can you show me where there is any future with Mandy and Ray? Give me one card. And so I got perfect match cards, so, just release him for now. And potentially there's a way for you to get back there in the future. That's a read I have for you. And so thank you for allowing us to read your information. And if you would, please follow, like, and share the channel. And who is next? Do you have anything on your side, Susan? I've got a few here.
I have a weird one. It says, always be trade bewareful. I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, you'll have to be more clear, person who's typing that. And just remember that Susan and I do not see each other's chats. So what you have to do is, if you want to send a message to one or the other, that if you're on my live and you would like Susan to answer a question, just put it in there and say, hey, I'd like Susan to answer it, just so we know. All right? Uh, and
yeah,
with
Paula, I
that,
feel what you're saying. Should walk
we,
away.
yeah.
Maybe he's answering for you. I'm
Yeah,
not
she's
sure.
probably answering. Yeah. So Marie is asking a question here, and it says, Patricia, is Ramon Cano thinking about what I had told him about how I feel? Well, Patricia, let's take a look at what's the energies between you. I'm just going to get a message of love oracle deck. I want to see what messages his higher self has. So let me just scroll back to that question one more time. Is he thinking about what I told him and how I feel? What is he feeling about Patricia? Okay, two cards coming out right now. And first one that came out is I need space, right? So whatever you told him was a little bit overwhelming for him. He needs some space. You need to give him that space. And you also need to see understanding, right? I see your side of the story, so there's going to be some understanding. It's going to be needed for both of you too. You have to see each other's side of the story, and with that, if you allow for that patience, I think you'll be fine. So hopefully that answers your question. And again, for those who are just new coming on, we're answering one question per person. Donations are greatly appreciated as we both have kids with hungry bellies, and this is our only source of income at this point. We also ask that you follow and like our live, as again, that helps us as well. And it helps you as well. The more you interact, the better we can interact with your energies. And at the same time, just a couple specials that are going on right now. So Susan is doing $40 for the summer. So if you are looking for a personal read, and she'll do it on almost any subject out there. I'm really more towards a love, like I can do general, but I prefer love. She's doing those reads $40, and they're a really unique read that she will actually get on live with you and read your energies live, and we'll respond back and forth. It's not like just those pre-recorded ones that you get, from somebody that you really have a hard time connecting with. She also does remote Reiki at $40 as well. So if you're interested in any of those services, please make sure that you contact her directly through her contact information. And I also do light language, personal light languages, and I do readings, but I keep my readings to the love. That's the kind of readings I like. But with that, let's get some more questions. And hey, Keisha, it's nice to see you.
Yeah, Keisha has a
Yeah.
question. Yeah, I have to do a Reiki on my sister. She had her sixth treatment yesterday. So, all
Wow.
right, so Keisha, yeah, halfway through her chemo. Like Keisha will my next move be living with Matt again? All right, so Keisha.
And thank you for the roses, Keisha. We
Yeah,
appreciate
she
you.
was sweet.
And hi, Avery.
It's weird it's being funny with you, Keisha. It says you know the answer.
Yeah, in spirits busting your chops because you're always asking that question, and you gotta kind of back off the questions on that specific subject. Find another subject for a question, and the reason being is that the more you ask, the more it gets pushed away, and we hate when that happens because we want to see you happy.
Absolutely. But it was funny. Spirit can be very funny.
Yeah, they love to poke fun at us because to us we're just kind of like the Truman Show. That we're a heck of a lot of entertainment.
I'm sure we are.
Yeah.
Crazy world down here. All right, let me see if there's any other questions. Scrolling through. Make sure you're posting your I just like link tree and all that stuff too on your side.
Yep, I have my link tree up there in my description.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This guy Bob kind of dropped off, but he had some weird messages. should walk away, and something about trade. Always be trade bewareful.
Yeah, he's trying to answer the first question. I'm pretty sure. So who else do we have
Otherwise,
with
it
some
just says
questions
that.
here?
That's weird. They just block him, I guess. That's weird.
Nah, just let him be.
Mm. He's not. Yeah, I think he dropped off.
Okay, we have a question here. Is
Go.
Billy thinking about you, Kat? Okay, so let's get a yes or no on that. We'll go straight to the yes or no questions here. Is Billy thinking about me? So, is Billy thinking about Kat? Well, Spirit, you gave me a lot of cards, and I am not taking that many cards. I never do. Spirit, is Billy thinking about Kat? Yes or no? One card. That's better, Spirit. No. And the answer I got is blows up in your face, explosive combo, broken. So I'd say let's pull one more card for you. I want to see, what is that current energy? So what is that current energy with Billy and Kat? Spirit, show me. And healthy space, room to breathe. So at this point, this person needs some room, some space. I think at this point, your best bet is just go within, figure out why the things blew up, and I'm going to get you an advice card for that from your higher self. What does Kat need to do? And right away, this popped up. Follow the path of your soul. So this experience was meant to wake you up. That's why you see that light right up there with the deer. It's time for you to go within and start exploring your spirituality, which means starting to heal and start healing your inner child, abandonment, trauma, all the type of stuff that generally the people that are awakening have to deal with. And with that, I do have a spiritual channel for those who are watching. It is called Silver Fox Spiritual, where I do light language. In that light language, we help open up that process of spirituality, connect you to your gifts, and at the same time, help you energetically release a lot of the things that are keeping you stuck. You can find that information in my link tree, Silver Fox Spiritual. And yes, Avery, just typed a question in there. And if you want a little bit later on, if we get enough people here, we'll do a short light language activation. For those that aren't familiar with light language, what it is, it's a way of speaking that's energetic. It's multidimensional. It's going to go where it needs to go. It's very similar to, say, like a Reiki or anything else. And with that, the it will be received in different ways by different people. You just have to allow it to be received, because no matter what, you don't receive anything unless you actually allow yourself to receive it. And anything that's not meant for you will be kind of filtered out by your higher self. But typical reactions are like emotions, visions, hearing things, or just feeling something in your body once it's been spoken. So I'm going to just give this advice to anybody around that. Does so and so miss me? Who cares, right? The answer is who cares. And the reason I say that the answer is who cares is because the more you are assigning value to that person, to your happiness, because if he doesn't miss me, well, then I can't be happy. No, that's not how it works, and that's not how it should work, because all you're doing is giving your power away. So you should be more in, hey, is love coming in for me? Is there a new love? What's next in my life? Those are the kind of questions you want to ask, because it's more of an informational, like, hey, I'm having a great time. And from that point on, I don't care whether they stay, lay, or pray. It's their issue and their loss if they're outside of your energy. So with that, I hope that helps you. Yes, you can change that, Avery, and how you change it is by changing your perspective. Realize that you are enough by yourself, that you can be happy by yourself. And once you do realize that, then you become magnetic, and what you want just naturally comes to you. So I've had a lot of words out here. Let's our angelic spiritual Susan get some words in edgewise. So
Yeah, no, it's okay. Someone was asking me how much for the readings. So I was messaging Super Sarah. Yeah, so just to reiterate what Larry was saying is basically we're doing these on Mondays and Thursdays to do one per person free question. So please keep them simple. This just give you a little taste of what we do. Larry has his YouTube, which is amazing with tons of light languages. You really need to check that out. There's tons of information and healing on there for pretty much anything. Love, I think pretty much all. You do a lot more like love though. He also does readings, so make sure you're reaching out to that. I have my website up, SusanTeresa.com, as well as Mindset Reset. I do some lives on Instagram as well, but me and Larry will be doing these jointly, as well as I think we might be doing some healings. We'll start setting those up as well. So please reach out to us and like, follow, share, as well as if you feel compelled to just like, we're okay with that, but we would prefer some donations. It is an energy exchange, and we are doing this out of the kindness of our hearts.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, if you guys are interested, because I'm glad Susan brought that up. If you guys are interested, we're thinking about something like maybe 1 to 2 hour Zoom, where we would do a combination of Reiki. We would do some light language, so we both channel into what the collective of all the people who wanted to join into that healing. It'd be a nice clean space, and then what we would do is pull a few cards, like a card for everybody after the healing as well, to kind of give you some guidance. So if it's something that you're interested in, just shoot us a message through our link tree. Just it has all our contact information. Say, hey, I'd be interested in it. Most likely it would be either an evening night or a weekend night, but we're just trying to gain some interest in that. So we would love to hear feedback. And so with all those commercials, is there anybody that is looking for a question? And also anybody with a donation jumps the line on questions.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just putting the amounts and responding, saying free one question. Let's see. Here's one. It was pretty funny that Keisha got her question.
Keisha's, I think, our #1 follower.
She is.
She always comes. She always shows up. We love you, Keisha. We wish you the best.
Raven. Good morning, everyone. Make sure you pop in the question. Oh, here we go. Super Sarah. Sarah, will Ember and I reconcile in the future? Okay.
Well, that's a good one.
All right. I spelled that. I hope I spelled that right. Okay, well.
Yeah. And while she's doing that, if anybody is just sitting here lurking or have had their question, just hang on, because some of these other answers may give you some guidance as well that you've been asking for.
It says indeed and confirm. So you
wow.
reconcile. So that's double confirmation. Let's see. You're saying in the future, but let's see if we can get some timing on it. Let's see, Sarah. How do I spell that? I think you spelled it right. I don't know whether you're talking about his name, maybe you spelled wrong. It says release the need to control the situation. As someone tries to jump on the live. Yeah, so just release, let it happen organically. And then underneath that was October, so it's kind of hinting towards the fall, but just know you have to release the need for it to come in.
Yeah, fall's right around the corner too.
And it's not far. So sometimes we can bring it in faster if we just don't focus on the time frame. Okay, good. All right, she's happy with that. I'll definitely be in the future. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, so it's not too far in the future. We're into summer, so all right, let's see, we got a couple more messages. Yay, people are popping on. You're welcome. Okay, I'm trying to let my grip from it. Yes. So anytime we're pulling on someone's energy, Sarah, we need to release it. Okay, that's why you always have to surrender and release it, even if it's your twin or soulmate, because they could be going through a lot of stuff, and you're pulling on their energy that delays it. Okay, because they feel that pull. So you don't want to interfere with someone else's healing. So just let that be. Keep surrendering it, and the more you can focus on your side and your healing, the better. Let's
So let's
see.
see if we have anybody else. If not, I'm going to pull a collective. I haven't even done my own morning collectives. For those who do watch the channel, I do a morning collective, a long read for those in separation. Seems like everybody's in separation. And at the same time, I'll do daily love energies and a few pick-a piles and some daily messages. That's on my TikTok channel and mirrored over at my YouTube. So let's see what is the daily love energies for today. Wow, one popped right up. And guess what we got, boys and girls?
What do we got?
1111. That is the twin
Wow.
flame card. It's an important number for twin flames. It symbolizes the harmony and balance of soul counterparts, right? So, for those of you who are here right now, you're probably identifying as a twin flame. And all the more reason why you're going to probably want to read, because it's one hell of a roller coaster ride. Now, the reading's not going to is not going to heal you, but what it can do is it can heal your mind from looping, right? And the idea is to kind of get an idea of what you need to focus on in order for that healing and that attraction to occur. And that's why it's very important. Readings in general, you don't want to, be on top of readings every day or every week for your own personal stuff, but you should do one, at least every, few weeks, just to see where you are, make sure you're on track. And it's super helpful. And then you can learn what it is that you need to heal and then start working on the healing modalities like Reiki, like, the light language, affirmations. Each of those, it's a tool to help you point you in the right direction. And once you know the direction, then we can help you a little bit deeper with what's really going to bring that healing through, which is within that Reiki space or the light language space or both. Like I said, it's a really powerful combination. So with that, do we have any more questions?
Well, and then when you do the donations too, or if you are booking, also make sure you're putting just thank you or something simple in the comments. Don't put reading or anything specific on any kind of PayPal, Venmo, or anything. You usually just say thank you. That would be much appreciated. So Super Sarah said she was going to donate. So thank you. I appreciate it ahead of time. And just know when you are doing those apps to make sure you're being careful with what you put in the comments.
Yeah, they read everything, unfortunately. We've lost that battle a long time ago. So do we have any more that are looking for some questions? If not, maybe Susan wants to pull something out there herself.
Yeah, sure. Sent a rose. Thank you. Christy sent a rose. All right. Let's see if there's any other questions. What do you want me to pull? Like love?
Pull what you're into. Maybe you get a mediumship, whatever works. Susan also does mediumship. That's not my gift. My gift is light language. Everybody has their own unique gifts, and you just be grateful for all the gifts that you do have.
All right, let's do this. Look into my phone. Let's see what's going on. What does it look to? Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah. Go forward fearlessly. Some of you guys are in a little bit of fear, so it's asking you to walk fearlessly, even though you can't see the outcome or what's in front of you, that you're being guided. Yeah, which is funny. And then I'm like, as I'm reading, your inner guidance is trustworthy. So it's saying to really trust and move forward fearlessly. So it's been funny. I really say it, and then right next thing I know, that's what comes up. And your loved ones are safe. So it's really kicking in my psychic abilities. I'm like, I feel like I say it before the card comes up.
Yep, and that's all about trust. And once you trust yourself and you trust those messages that you're receiving, things start to flow, and you lose the fear of, hey, am I saying it wrong? Am I messing up anything? No, you're not. You're just saying your truth, and that's beautiful.
Heard. Okay. Just Sarah, did you send it Venmo or did you send it for the PayPal? All right, Christy talk. Chris, do you have anything for me as far as this state being settled? Life is still a huge struggle. Yeah, we're all feeling that right now.
Yeah, some tough energies out there, but these energies are meant to clear out a lot of templates that have been sitting around for a long time that people are not willing to face. So what Spirit's doing is making you face the things you're not wanting to, and it's not going to let you run away anymore.
Oh, all right, Sarah, I got that via PayPal, so thank you. All right, Chris, talk to you. Let's see what we got. Let's check in to see is the estate being settled. Let's get that. It says for sure, so it is going to be settled. All right, and a thumbs up one to come out after that. So it's definitely going to be settled. And then let's see, Christy, maybe we should pull something else for you. Let's see. We have these fairies. Let's see what they have to say, what you're going through. Yeah, there's definitely some heavy energies on a collective level. Journey. It's time to prepare for a journey, an impromptu planned. Either way, make sure you're ready. The time comes, pack your passport. So saying you need to be ready for this journey. So even when things settle, be ready. This is kind of going to push you into a new journey. And also they want you to find your motivation, okay? When you're struggling, that means you're focused on the negative. So we need to reframe our mindset and bring it back to the positives, okay? So once we start focusing on those, it'll start aligning a little bit easier for you, okay? When we focus on the struggle, we're going to get more of the struggle. All right, so make sure you're finding your motivation and what kind of makes you happy. What else does it kind of say on the card?
That's a really beautiful card too. I love the artwork on that.
Yeah, because it says there's a new beginning coming. Okay. So sometimes when we're ending a chapter or we're closing out a cycle, it can feel a little heavy until that we clear out, like Larry said, those energies, and then we're also clearing out those energies as a collective too. So for Mother Gaia, so it's definitely feeling heavy for a lot of people. It's Christy again. Oh, awesome. All right, cool. Let me see if she put anything else. And again, thank you, Sarah, for the donation. I appreciate it.
So how's everybody feeling with this heat wave? I don't know where you guys in what parts of the world you're at, but over here in the Mid-Atlantic, Northeast region, it is hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, it's gross. I was hoping we were supposed to get rain last night overnight.
We did. It rained. I heard the thunder. Yeah, about 3 in the morning it rained. And then it went back to the steam bath again, and hopefully it's supposed to rain again tonight.
Yeah,
like my grass to be anything but brown. I don't think I've mowed it in about 2 weeks because it just hasn't grown.
Yeah. Oh, it says, Susan, you're always right on point. I've been struggling with motivation. See, well, honey, it's just the energies. Me and Larry have just tuned into them. That's it. So we're just pulling on the energies. So
well,
I'm just grateful that it's helping you.
I can bring in some energies that'll help motivation if that's what she needs. I can do a light language for that.
Larry do some light language for you? We can do that, Christy. Or is it Krista? Maybe I'm saying that Chris Talk. So I don't know whether that's her first name or first and last name combined. It says KRIS Talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so what we want you to do, Chris Talk, and anybody else who is watching that needs a little bit of a help in motivation and focus in moving stuck energies, because I think really it's just stuck energies that a lot of people are feeling right now. And so what we're going to do is we call that miasma from a spiritual level, and that's just stuff that's like old lessons that you've learned and are ready to release, so those energies are ready there, but they just stick there until you actually clean it up. And so we're just do a little hygiene here. We're going to move any stuck energies that anybody has, any energies that are ready to be released, that are no longer needed. Same with, any lessons, any things that are no longer needed, and we're going to release them out, and we're going to fill them in with a little bit of light and happiness and love. And so with that, set the intention to bring this stuck energy out, replace it with love, and for your highest and best good with no harm to anybody. And just remember, you listen to this with your heart, not with your head. So here we go. O no no nisha pa o e pa o ja I ya pa o ho pa o ja ja pa e a o e o ju ba o ju wa pa e ha wa pa o ho sha pa o ja I u ju e pa o ho na ha pa o ja ye u ji pa o ho pa o ja I ya e pa o pa o ji pa o ho sha I u ju pa u je e pa ya e pa o pa ya o pa o pa o já pa eu pa o ju pa o já pa eu pa o pa o pa o na o pa o pa o o já pa o pa e aí eu o pa o pa eu pa o eu já pa o pa e aí eu pa o. All right, so I hope you've received that. Just let me know how you received it. Like I say, some people will feel it in their body, some people will see a vision, some people emotion will come up, and don't be surprised if a little bit later some sort of a stuck emotion just kind of burps out of you. Just a lot of people actually burp and fart when the light language comes through and the healings come through. It's kind of funny, but it's a way of releasing energy. Your body's just saying, okay, I'm going to let this stuff go because I've been holding on to too long. So hopefully that will help you. It should kind of move through your body throughout the rest of the day.
Yes, I definitely felt that clear. And I usually burp when I'm doing Reiki. Okay, her name is Crystal Katina. Okay.
Right, and if you felt that, you might want to look at my channel. It's you should see it above me in my head. It says Silver Fox Spiritual. It's on YouTube. I might have to move my head like this. And I have a lot of this light language up there, tons of different healings for all different sections of it. I separated my twin flame healings. If you identify as a twin flame, I separated a lot of the newer healings into my twin flame channel on YouTube. It's called Silver Fox Spiritual Twin Flame. Come visit there if you feel the need and you'd like to get something a lot more deep. Usually this will be like 7 to 15 minutes worth. I do private one-on-one light languages that's channeled specifically just for your own purpose. And so with that, do we have any more questions that people would like to answer? Donations are greatly appreciated. We do ask that you follow the channel to get a question.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, maybe I don't know whether it's hard to see the stuff behind you because of the writing. But Christy said, I felt my heart flutter and my body tingled. Thank you. And Super Sarah said, I felt a lift off my chest. So thank you very much.
Yeah, it was a hard area, and that's where a lot of people have a lot of stuck energy. Generally, where we find it in the heart, we find it in the solar plexus and the sacral area, where it just needs to flush out because it just kind of sticks there. And without a little bit of an energetic push, sometimes it doesn't move. It's also good to do some yoga or some light exercise to kind of help that energy just move through, and it will move through the entire day.
Mm-hmm. All right. So anyone else have any one-off questions? Want to ask me or Larry a question? It's one per person. It's free. Keep it pretty simple. And then you are free to donate to either one of our channels as well as set up for a longer reading when you have more time. I don't know whether we should get into doing like little minis on here, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and we can. I mean, if you want a mini and you don't mind everybody watching it, we will take that, as a donation. And this way people can get a kind of a view of, what a actual mini looks like. From a larger perspective, my reads, if you're looking for a love read, you'll see them on my dailies. I do just look for love and separation reading. The full reading is I do about a 20, anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes on your particular situation with a whole stack load of cards. Like I said, I focus more on love. Susan's much more of a generalist. She has a better gift at divining than I do. outside of love, I prefer the love space, and just where I sit. Otherwise, my real talent sits into the light language and the healing.
Oh, all right. Katrina wants a mini. Maybe I don't know, Katrina. Do you want Larry to do it, and I'll tell you where to donate? What do you want for a mini? I don't know what your prices are.
We just I'll let you set whatever price you are. I want to stay consistent, so we're
I left it as a full at 40 and a mini at 20. I was keeping
there. You
it
go.
simple.
So yep, and
That's what
that's
I
the
told
prices
my
that it'll
guest.
be. Yep.
I don't want to get into those people that do like 11 and
Yeah, no, it's you know it's a I kind of get a little cranky about that. I think it's a trigger for me somewhere where people are trying to assign themselves to the frequency of the numbers,
yeah, four four
and
four. Well, I used
it,
to do it too. I can't. Yeah, I don't do it
yeah,
anymore.
I couldn't either. It just to me it felt like you were trying to force the energies, and the energies should just flow naturally.
Okay, yeah, headed out. Okay, Super Sarah. Okay, for your morning walk. Oh yeah, I need to do that too. So have a good one. Katrina said, "How do I pay Larry?" What is
It,
your, is it your PayPal?
so I have PayPal and Venmo. My PayPal is paypal.me/ Silverfox Spiritual, and my Venmo is at silverfox_1. And so just let her know what the mini she would like, and I'll even add a bonus of a light language in there too, just for the heck of it. Anybody who buys one from Susan as well, I'll add a little light language to each of them.
Okay, let's see. She responds, and just Katrina, yeah, just tell Larry kind of what you want the mini on. Whether I assume love, but if you had like one question you wanted him specifically to answer. Let's see. I'm sure she's just trying to figure out how to pay you right now.
That's all right. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, just let me know what
Sometimes you
the
have to
question
yeah,
is.
the only thing I don't love about this is like when you're on TikTok, you kind of have to get off the live and then go under the link tree and then pop back on.
Yeah, I know. Well, you can look in the description. I put it in mine in the description, but I also put it inside of my live just in the comments. And what I
Okay.
could do is just I could send you mine, and you can send me yours, and we'll just put it in the comments so that people can just scroll up the comments. You know,
Okay.
TikTok. I find TikTok's lives are better than most. They're starting to add a lot of really great features. Like I was screwing around with a little feature where if I move my hands like this, little sprinkles would come down.
Yeah.
They're starting to add all the phone features onto the PC app, which is kind of cool.
Now, do I need to do the thing where I'm swapping out? Can you see the cards, or do I have to
You do need to
change?
do that. You just it's that three dots on the bottom, and then you just reverse your camera.
Oh, flip camera.
Yeah, flip camera. Yeah. No, that's not it. That's it. No, that's your selfie cam. There's another three dots. It's going to say backwards or something similar to that. We could try it later.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I
worry
think you
about it.
have
All
to
right, so
do it
she
before
said
you
she's
go
paying
live.
you. Yeah, she's paying you Venmo, and she said her question is, I need clarification on a situation with love.
Okay, so let's start with looking at what your love energies is. Is it with a specific person, or do you just want a general what's coming with me in love
Do you have
at
a
this
specific
point?
name? So,
And it was Christy. What's her
it's
name?
Katrina and
Katrina. Okay.
Katrina.
Spirit, connect me to Katrina, and tell me what's going on with her in love at this current situation. And Katrina, what we're going to do is I use a lot of cards, and the reason I use a lot of cards or card decks is because I want to make sure that we're consistent with the energy. Okay, I see her. General love and yeah. Venmo is, I'll put it back in there. It's just at silverfox_1. I'll put it in my comments. All right, so we got three cards out of here, and I'm going to just pop it in. So
All right, so
let's see. Copy and paste. Come on. It's not. Is it allowing me to put in? Okay, yeah, there we go. I put it in. I put it in for her. So three cards I got right now. You've got some sort of a psychic connection coming on, uh, but you're in separation, right? There's a time apart, but you know who this person is, and you feel this person. Whether that's a feeling, whether that's a thought, whether that's just a niggle, whatever you want to call it. You're feeling that other person and what they're thinking and their energy. Everybody feels it in a different way. Some people actually hear the thoughts, right? The love language that one of you two has is an act of service. And what is an act of service? It's actually doing things for somebody because they need help, they need uh, guidance, whatever it is. It's the act of helping that person in whatever they have. So we're going to pull some more love energies to see what we have within this space. And so, with that, Spirit, what else can you tell me about the love energies around Katrina? Yeah, we got a lot of energy coming out here for you. And so we've got four more cards coming in, and we have photograph. So this person is missing you. They're looking at your photographs. They're probably stalking you online. They're probably sitting there kind of watching but not doing anything. However, they're interested in a conversation, but I feel that this person's waiting for you to make the first move. And I'm not sure if that's the right uh, way to do that yet, but that person's feeling your energy. They're feeling that pull, and you really want to pull them in. You don't want to chase them because as you chase them, you push them away. And we've got the hammer, right? There was some self-sabotage going on here within that situation. So just let me know if any of this is starting to make sense.
Yeah.
And we also have breakup and separation. And again, that goes with time apart, right? And this is why I say, like, if you look at the cards, and I'll pull them up. Usually I put them down on the screen here, but if you look at the two cards, these are the same thing: separation, separation, right? It's two separate decks, but they're basically saying the same thing, right? And this is that psychic connection as well, that photograph. So we're going to get you some messages within this connection as well. So Spirit, give me some messages on this connection. And so Katrina, I'm not going to be able to get you a name. You're going to have to know that name, but I'm going to just, and we'll ask that if it's Anthony at the end. We're just going to ask a yes or a no. So Spirit, give me some messages around this love connection that we're channeling right now for Katrina. And so we got a few messages that came out. Okay, there's going to be an unexpected outcome, right? Things didn't go the way you planned, right? And that's why you're in separation, because you guys were planning for this to be, for the long haul. But all of a sudden it took a turn. Why did it take a turn, right? And then we put that into time apart as well. So it's another confirmation, irreplaceable. The way you love, can never be matched. And that's why this person is still sitting there with that psychic connection. And we'll put these cards together again so you can see the confirmations you're getting, right? Looking at your photographs, irreplaceable, psychic connection, because you guys are connected. All right. We also have the chaser, right? So you probably were chasing this person, and that chasing energy is what kind of pushes that away, because that's a needing energy. That's an energy of not enough self-worth, needing that person to complete you, needing that person to be your happiness, right? And you guys probably had a few different values. Sometimes it's religion, sometimes one's apparent, one's not apparent. There's a lot of different ways that people are. Some could be, one could be a Trump lover and one could be a Biden lover, right? And these are things that are meant to be overcome. So I'm going to get two more messages cards out of here, and then we're going to start looking at, what does the future hold for you guys? So Spirit, give me some more messages around this connection, and just let me know if any of this is making sense to you, Katrina. Spirit, what other information do you want to give us on this connection? All right, so we got a stack load of cards. Spirit wants to tell you a lot. So let's see what Spirit's telling you here within this connection, right? So again, we can't get more confirmations of this, and you can't make this up. How many cards are you going to get that are saying the same thing? This person is looking at your pictures, missing you, nostalgia. They're in that same headspace. And again, this is why I do so many decks, because I want you to see that you can't just, the odds of me pulling 4 or 5 decks and getting the same answer is almost impossible. Healthy choices, right? And so Spirit's pushing you to make healthy choices. Now, you notice that's a salad there, right? Salad is symbolic because you notice the red and greens inside of that salad. And those red and greens are your heart, right? Your heart space needs healthy choices, healthy healing, healthy food, all right? But right now, there's some boundaries going up. Not today. Avoiding conversation, still upset. So your person's still upset. They're still in their mind, and that's why they're waiting for you to come forward, right? And so they're just kind of stewing, and they're probably looking at their phone. Nope, not yet. I got a card that actually says that at one of my message cards. I look at the phone every day, look for a message. I don't see it, not yet, right? But we have talking here, right? So this multiple talking cards, again, the conversation needs to be had. It's Spirit's pushing that person, your person, for that conversation. Okay? And your separation, again, was a backstabbing, right? Something happened. Somebody got backstabbed. There was a lot of deception, loss, lies. You probably had a lot of third-party energy sitting inside of that space. And that third-party energy was meant to be there. And why was it meant to be there? Because if you see that healthy choice in the heart space, those heart space, and she's saying, yep. Because they're meant to keep you separated, because you could never have healed together. And the reason you couldn't have healed together is because you were both in trauma bonds, right? Him probably on the narcissistic side, you probably on the chasing side, self-abandonment, and you could never have a healthy relationship because you couldn't heal. And you had to pull yourselves apart to go within, to understand that the other person is mirroring your own issues. So whatever you feel that you don't want to see in yourself, that person's going to mirror it. So let's now look at see if we can get some path information for you. You know, what do we have ahead for you? And I'm going to use this deck here. And this deck is kind of it's a message deck, but it also gives you some hope as well as to what we can do, and then we'll get you some advice. So Spirit, tell us, where is this moving? Can we get some idea of where we are? And Spirit's saying, right now, you're in, will this heartache ever end? And it's both of you, right? You both are feeling this. This separation is painful for both of you. But you're getting signs guiding you to your twins, right? You're getting that sign. Spirit is sending you confirmations. You just have to open your heart and listen. And then 2 more cards here. And this is going to be a slow one, right? For 2 steps forward, 1 step back, right? This is a slow crawl. Divine timing's at play. And you are my soul's anchors, and you ground me. So with that, I am going to, so I think you're in a good place. It's just going to be a slow crawl. I'm going to get you some time cards and an advice card. So first thing we want to get is advice. Spirit, what is Katrina's higher self want to say to her at this time? What does she need to know? And right away, you saw those cards, hopefully saw them pop out. Have the courage to be free, right? Your higher self is saying, hey, Katrina, free yourself. You're in your own bondage, your own chains, or your own making. You need to free yourself. Be sure, and you can see it, all those chains around her are made of vines. You can pull those apart quite easily. And they're also green and red. Again, the colors. Heart. Work on that heart. Free yourself. Allow yourself to be free to heal. And it's time for a change, right? Spirit's screaming at you. This is your sign. It is time for a change. It's time for you to heal. Doing the same thing over and over again is not going to give you the different result, right? It's a definition of insanity. So you have to pivot, right? And that pivot point is now, and we need to work on the heart. So let's get some timing as to, all right, when can we see some change in the situation, Spirit? And Spirit right away tells us when somebody guides you, well, consider yourself being guided by the angelic spiritual Susan and myself. We're guiding you and we're telling you this is time to open up your heart. So with that, that's my read. So now I'm gonna pull down specifically for you uh, a little bit of light language that is going to work on your heart opening. It's going to help push some things around in your heart and bring to your awareness what it is that you need to change. It will help you, and for anybody else who is watching this read, you can
Mm.
accept this as well. You can take the healing. The healing that you will get will be different than hers, because you only get what you're meant to get. You just need to accept it. So, Katrina, let's just set an intention. You ask your highest self outside of polarity to come in and help you with this and bring me the codes. What we're going to do is we're going to bring in the codes to help you bring into your awareness what it is that you need at this now moment to heal for your best and greatest good, for your highest timeline, to allow that love to come back into your life and for you to attract it and not chase it. And this will go for everybody. This is, again, for your highest best good, no harm to anybody. So here we go. Shapa ya yuj ne de papa pa we we shapa o pa o shada ru pa we pa ya yo jun wo pa ya wo pa 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 bo je we ba ha po ho shao ho pa ya yo shapa yuj ne de pa pe yo po ho pa wo pa ya yo shapa pa 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 po na ha pa u ja yi ji pa 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 e po wo ba ha pa o ho po o sha he po ja yi ja pa pa po ho sha yi sha pa sa hổ pa eo po hu sa pe e ja pa sa pa i we pa 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 i ju bu pa ho ho pa ha pa ho pa i ja i yo pa ho pa e pa e pa pa e pa o pa ya ho po ho pa i ju pa ho po pa na he pa i ja po su pa ha pa o ja pa i ju bu pa pa pe we pa o ho sa pa o sa pa pa o ho pa i ju oh, shapa o hupa aya pa o shapa ewi hupa o. Okay, so that's a lot of dragons coming in for you, Katrina. You must be, I don't know if you feel the connection to dragons, but you do have a deep connection to them. They came in to kind of move some energy. Dragons love to work energies, and they're usually, shall we say, harsh. They don't play around. They just push the stuff around really quickly. So hopefully you felt that, and let me know, in a couple days how you feel, because this one's going to push some energy around everywhere, and expect maybe a little tear or two, because we're pushing you to open up a little bit.
All right, I just had one question over here. Let's see, I think
Yep.
she might have dropped off. You're waiting. Baby girl. Johnny's brother make us make up. Well, Johnny make us with Lena with her brother and help. So I did that, pulled it well. So it just says yes, darling, and totally for baby girl. So
And you're welcome, Katrina.
popped off or not.
So anybody who's still on, you've seen my mini read. How about somebody look at getting a mini read from Susan? She is amazing. I let her read for me, so it tells you how amazing she is. Try a mini read. I will add some light language to that if somebody purchases a mini read for her today on the call, on this live. And any other questions? Like I said, any donations jump to the front, but we don't require them. We do want you to like, follow, share, and subscribe. But at least this way you're going to get an idea of what you can get on a full reading.
Yeah, Katrina was just laughing. She said, "My turn with Susan." I've done some reads for Katrina, so that's why I suggested Larry, just to get a different perspective today.
Yeah, hopefully I was in synchronicity with what you've been saying. But the cards don't lie. They're very shall we say, straightforward, especially when you get all those confirmations.
Yeah, definitely. And it's whoever they get pulled towards, as well as, we're pulling the energies. So we all just do it a little differently, which is just the way we are.
Yep.
But it's usually the same message.
Yep. Good morning, Luna. Do you have a question for us? We're doing one question per person. We will do some mini reads today. Um, and if you're interested in a meeting read, either myself or Susan will do it. And as a bonus, I'm going to add some light language to whoever does the read. So with that, do we have any more? And guess what? We have 1, 2, 3 diamonds today. It says on our little thing here.
Oh, does it? All right.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And we have a 2 and a 2, 2 and a 2K sitting there. So we got a 1, 2, 3, and 2 and 2. That's great numbers.
Very good numbers. Well, we've been doing this
And
more
we,
consistently, and I've been sending all this stuff. So let's see. Oh, you weren't kidding. I guess, Katrina, you wanted another reading? I was like, I thought she was joking. LOL. Let me see. Oh, wow. I'm just looking at what it popped up on my phone. 234499. Wow. Interesting number. All right, Katrina, you wanted more? All right.
yeah, I've got 55, 55 just coming up on the time clock, which is kind of cool too.
Right.
So some big changes coming on for everybody.
All right, so let's do, this will be for everyone's on here. So it is our crown or third eye that's opening. Let's do some charms and then put some for specifically Katrina. Yeah, I want you to follow your true north. So your authenticity, stay in your path. You might want to look up what your true north is too. And then it looks like this is Yeshua on here. So we definitely have some divine guidance coming through. All right, so let's do, where are my cards? Let's do some things. All right, Katrina. So we're going to do the XX Tarot. Let's see what's coming through. Oh, wow. Yeah. That just flew across.
I saw that.
You see it?
I saw that. Somebody swatted that puppy right over.
It flew out. So the devil, yeah, as Larry said, double clarification. We're releasing that fear, liberation. Okay, you need to release that old for the new to come in. So this is just your shadow side and that past pain that you need to releasing for the new to come in. All right, let's see. That was funny. I was like, wait, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm telling you, spirit, they have a sense of humor that nobody really recognizes. They don't get how, shall we say, sarcastic they are.
Right, they can be
The taunt.
taunt that they taunt us with. Okay, yeah, taking a risk, fun filled romance, spontaneous. So they're asking to be the fool. You have this new beginning coming in. All right, so it's really on taking that risk. So that's about what I was saying, releasing that fear and that heart healing, so you can be opening up to taking the risk. Because a lot of the times we close ourselves off because we've been hurt in the past. And then the second card is a little raunchy. You will have a passionate sexual offer coming in. I love these cards.
Yeah, I got to get a pack of those cards. You got to send me that.
I did these bad boys last night. This passion. Sometimes I can't even show.
What is that called? Passion what?
Passion, love.
Okay, yeah.
Oracle, soulmate.
I don't know where to find that, but I'll have to find it at one point. Probably Etsy.
I'll send you her link. But I ordered a bunch of cards off her last year. Yes, so someone's catching feelings and wants a little bit more commitment. So a romantic getaway will be coming in with this offer. Interesting. So, and I just saw patience on the top. So you're gonna have to have patience. So we'll pull some timing. You did timing too, did you not?
I did, but please pull it again. Yeah, like you say, it's better when you get all these confirmations, different texts, different people.
Okay, so we have the Emperor. So this is you taking the lead in your life. So this isn't necessarily, this means your person's coming in, but this is also you need to be taking the lead in your life. All right, and on top says making decisions. So this is in your business. Now it does say multiple options. So just know there is always options. So it is what the universe wants to deliver to you. So don't always get stuck on any one person, although most of us do.
We're all guilty of it, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah, so the sun, oh wow, the sun, happiness, celebration, blossoming relationship. So you definitely have some love coming in. And then confirming what Larry's saying, waiting for the right person. So this person's waiting for the right moment to come in with this offer. So he might be watching you, but just know he's trustworthy, and he is waiting for the right moment, okay? You might have had some material loss or divorce, which we know you went through this divorce. All right, so this was an emotional experience, so just know you need to heal that for this romantic offer to come in. But this person is catching feelings, and there will be a romantic. That's a double clarification of a romantic getaway. Ooh.
Oh, hey, I need one of those.
I know. Oh yeah, committed relationship, soulmates. So this is true love coming in. That's amazing. And then right after that is life partner, joint venture. So you might be doing some business together or working together. That is awesome. Wow. All right. You can't get any better than those. All right, let's see what we want to do with some clarifications.
See that? Once I did the heart opening, everything, all the doors start to open up.
Right. Let's see. All right, so then, yeah, let me do this twin flame one. As the cards want to guess.
And while Susan's pulling that, we're doing one question per person.
Yeah, guess what? The card that wanted to fall on the ground. So this is coming for you. And the fact that it fell to the ground is even more. What do you usually take that as? I usually say that's they want you to know.
It's immediate energies is what I look at it as. Is when once it's pushed down to the floor, they're telling you this is coming in pretty soon, or it's happening in them now.
Yeah, so love. Yeah, definitely a lot of love coming in here. So make sure you're working on that. Because it's saying you might be a little bit locked off to it right now. So be careful. Yeah, you don't want to be rejecting or turning this down when it comes in. So make sure you're really focusing on that healing. Okay, let's see what else we got. In and out, no effort. I see this as don't be putting up with anyone who's in and out with no effort. That is for you to teach your boundaries, okay? So there might be someone coming in first to test you. So make sure you are putting those boundaries up and not taking the full offer, all right? So the universe likes to test us.
Yeah, none of us like the test, you know? We want the easy button, that Staples easy button, except they don't give it to you. So, Luna, we'll get to that as soon as she's done with the mini read, so if you can hang on for a little bit.
All right, so this might be a fire sign that's coming in, all right? And then this speaks to the divorce that you went through, okay? So just, there's a reason that everything happens for a reason, yeah. So this is so you can have this love coming in that's going to be able to chase you. All right, they are going to want to drink you like champagne. And someone might be reminiscing, so you might have an old flame reminiscing about you. But this is about your heart, again, nervous, excited. You're feeling this, so make sure you're really feeling into your heart, okay? Because you're waiting after this breakup, so it's more about the healing. All right, let's get you some messages from your person. Let's do these. So let me do the message cards and get you a couple of messages. Hi, Keisha. How are you? Luna, welcome. Let me just check the chat real quick. Yeah, hi. We're doing a mini reading for Katrina. So just hang in there. If you have a one-off question, just pop it in the chat and we'll get to it. We're wrapping up in a second.
Yep. And then, Luna, I got your question answered ready. We'll just wait for this to finish. Okay. And then once I answer your question, I'm going to give her another light language since she went for a second reading.
All right. Let's see what's coming out, Katrina. Yeah, stay grounded. I've been seeing this. So make sure you're going outside and grounding in nature. And just know distance, if you're not with your person, distance cannot stop you. All right? It's meaning you got to trust the universe because even if you don't know this person and they're Yeah. Wow. Someone's gonna be proposing to you. So this. Wow.
Oh, hey, I need that. I think I want to adopt that read.
Wow. Wow. Spirit. All right. Let's see what else we got. I mean, that was not. They weren't mincing words with that one.
They were not.
Right. We have to leave it on that. And then let's see what else we can figure out. And then you know what? Let's do the timing. Okay, so just make sure you're following your heart because it's saying when I follow my heart, it leads me to you. So make sure you're following your heart because that's what this person's doing. Everything's from our heart space, okay? All right, so let's do timing and then we can go off for the one-offs. Any of the other questions or that, you can do the question that's coming up. All right, so Katrina, let's see what timing, Spirit, what is the timing for Katrina? Oh, that one flew too. Spirit, I love it. Have faith.
That's a divine timing card if I've ever seen it.
But behind that is January. So this is more into the winter. So just know you need to go through this healing. There is a little patience that we did here. So we're talking the next like 6 months.
Right, and just remember, this is you were brought into this read so that you can start to get to that healing space. And so, like I said, I definitely suggest you check out my channel, check out Reiki from Susan or Light Language. Either one will do you a heck of a lot of good to help you move that timeline up forward, right? Because the only thing you can do to move those timelines is to heal yourself. So with that, I'm going to do light language in a second. But Luna, so I asked that question, should you express my feelings to Ed? And what's the first card that came out was honest communication. So that's a big yes. There's a lot of magnetism going on. And we also got holiday. And so what does that mean? Holiday is usually a change of your normal. So you want to kind of express that, but in a place where you're not normally outside of your comfort zone. And it just may mean that this is outside of your comfort zone of being able to communicate those feelings. But the spirit is saying you're supported. It's a big yes. So hopefully that answers the question. And thank you for the hearts and the bracelet. And for anybody who is still on the line would like to receive, we're going to do one more light language for Katrina. So if you would like to receive this as well, this healing will benefit everybody who's listening. You just need to accept the energies. Light language is just a way of speaking where you're going to receive the energies. You listen to it with your heart, not with your head. You won't understand a word of what I'm saying. But what we're going to do is we're going to set the intention on this one to become more magnetic in love. Because there's that love that's circling around Katrina right now and probably for everybody else here. And so what we want to do is we want to remove all the blockages to love that anybody has in place. And how do we remove those blockages? By bringing into your awareness what it is that you need to change, pivot, or adjust within your energies to allow for that love to come in. Because, again, love is always a magnetic thing you don't want to chase. So with that, set those intentions to become more magnetic, remove any blockages that you have currently in place around your heart for attracting that love that you are meant to be with. And so we ask our higher selves outside of polarity to come in to help us with this and help us remove this blockage. And we do this for highest best good, highest best timeline with no harm to anybody. And with that, je ne dis pas ouais pas ja pas ou pas ou pas ou ja ou je ne dis pas et pas pour je pi a pas pour cha et le pas ou pas bo pas pour cha pas ou ja pas pour pas ha pas ou ja ya ha pas ou pour ja ya pas ja pas ou pas ou ja cha oui pas ou pour cha pas ou pas ou shi pas ou ja et pas ou pas ou na hapa ua hopa u ja hapa ua hopa ua hosha pa u ja pe u jine ni pa 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 hopa i ja pa u po hosha pa i ja pa u pa hopa u hopa shi pa. And we're going to add just one more intention here. Remove any contracts that are preventing you from getting to your love. So we're going to remove those right now. Pa ya pa hopa i sha pa ho sha ni pa Paisha, Power, Pausha, Paisha, All right, so hopefully you guys felt that, because what we did is somewhere halfway in the middle, I got the message that we need to remove some contracts. Somebody's got a contract around it, preventing them from getting access to love. And so what we're doing is we're just going to pull that out. We're going to burn it up. We're going to recycle it, send it back to the world, and that lesson's over. And so hopefully you guys all receive that, and we move forward, right? Healing is a daily process. You just have to be very consistent.
Christine said, wow, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for letting us both read for you. Welcome, Ken Rose. Does anyone have, we was just kind of doing some mini reads. We are doing one question, free question per person. If anyone wants to pop anything in the chat, Larry and I will be doing these lives Mondays and Thursdays. Please just reach out, as well as you can book a mini with us for 20 or a full read for 40. We're just running a special for the summer and getting our business out there, as well as make sure you're following Larry on his Silver Fox Spiritual, as well as his YouTube. He's got lots of light languages that you can jump on there, as well as you can request a personal light language as well.
And just remember to also follow Spiritual Susan. I call her the angelic Spiritual Susan. She just has a very angelic presence. She offers a lot of really good stuff. I even let her read for me, so it can tell you the skill level that she has within the reading. She also does Reiki. She's doing a summer special, $40 for either a Reiki or a reading. And her reading she does while you're there, which is not normal for most people. Most people will record it and send it to you. This allows her to really get and tune into the energy. And Luna, yeah, the light language I have that generally comes through for me, I get a bunch of them. I probably know about 300-400 dialects of light language, but what comes in is what's meant to come in for your particular code. A lot of times I have a lot of stuff that's very Asian sounding. The Polynesian probably was in some of that as well. So I do have a leaning towards that side of the world. But you know, everybody, what comes in. It's like earlier, what came in was the dragons, and a dragon, like if I just go into a dragon speak, that's dragon, right? Anything very raspy, very low, very slow, but even though they speak low and slow, their energy is crazy fast and hard. And, you know, whatever comes through, I just get through. I'm kind of a direct channel. I just channel in the specific energies required, the ones that are trying to get to you. So hopefully that answers your question. So any other people here on the live? Anybody else looking for, you know, a mini read today? Today seems to be mini read day. Is a great time to get a mini read.
Beth, welcome. Do you have any questions? You want to pop in a free question in the chat? Larry or I will get to it. Jackie, welcome.
And so the mini reads are going to run $20. You can choose either between myself and Susan as to who you want to do with the mini read. I also include a light language with that mini read for anybody who purchases today. Generally, I charge anywhere between $25 and $50 for a light language that's specific for yourself. So you're getting one hell of value today, because whatever I will pull in will be geared specifically towards your situation. And if you just want a single question, you could put a small donation in. Not required, but we would prefer it. And we also, just ask that you like and follow the channel. So let me know if you're interested, Jamaican Gal, in a mini read. Mm-hmm. Okay, do you just want a specific, just a single question? What does Peyton want from you? So let's find that out. And if you could just like, follow, and share our channel, and let's see what the energies are. What does Peyton want from Jamaican Gal? All right. So what I'm getting right away is just bonding. So that's a great card. I'm going to pull one more card. Tell me what the energy is. And right away I got dreams. So share your dreams together. This is sharing cards. So what I think Peyton wants is I believe Peyton wants a little bit more. He wants to get into that space of that dreams where you're dreaming about him or he's dreaming about you. If you look at it, both of these are very dreamy cards. The look on their eyes are all like they're in this wonderful dream where they're just together, and that's where I feel he wants to be. Is he there yet? I don't know. We're gonna see where is he right now. Let's see what he wants to say to you. Um, Energetically, what does Peyton want to tell her right now? And so right now somebody's in a karmic relationship. So I don't know if this makes sense for you, but this karmic relationship needs to be cleaned up before you can get to that bonding. And thank you again, Katrina, for allowing us to read for you. So hopefully that gives you some background. Jamaican girl, did that make sense with you? Awesome. Yeah, if you still want to go to a deeper mini read, we do them. If you want a full read, they're $40 for the summer. Susan and I are both doing them. You can pick and choose whose energy that you like better, and that's okay with either of us because, like I said, everybody resonates with specific people. Susan also is doing Reiki for $40.
Yes.
She can do. You have Cash App, Susan?
I do have Cash App, I believe.
Yeah, and I think I have Cash App too. So yeah, we can do Cash App.
Yeah, and like Larry's doing the light language, and I've been doing on some of my readings too, depending on if I feel it come through. I've done some heart healings, or we can do some Reiki a little bit, or I'll get out the tuning forks to help you.
Okay. Okay, so Jim Aikengo, what is your? Let me go find mine. Who did you want to do the reading? Did you want me to do the reading, or did you want Susan to do the reading?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, my Cash App is dying on me. I may have to reinstall it. Okay, she wanted me to do a reading. Okay, so let me find my Cash App. If you bear with me for a second. So Susan, can you pull some
Yeah.
pull some generic cards while I find out why my Cash App isn't working? Close. Let's see if the web page will work.
And
Makes
who is
life
this
easier.
for?
This is for Jamaican gal, but I'm just do a generic one while I get Cash App working.
You got it. All right, Jamaican girl, we're gonna find out what your divine abundance is coming in. So let's bring in some cash flow.
Sign into my account.
All right, Spirit. What message do you have for her? What's going on? Non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while you're also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at both. So this is saying be okay with being in this world and being your authentic self. So it can be hard once you're on this journey and you're coming into yourself and you're starting to realize and you have all these people around you. So that new non-duality is just having that confidence to be your authentic self. And that you are able to do that with everyone around you as well. And being okay that they're just on a different level, okay? You are limitless. So knowing where you came in here to do and to open up to receive, because you have miraculous ways the divine can use anything and anyone. So just know, once you open yourself up, know that you're limitless and that the divine can work through you in many different ways. So that's how we work on doing these readings as well, as the divine works through us.
I got to be right back. Hang on a second.
You're fine. So the next part is have courage, okay? Have the courage and be open courageously to take the steps that are shown. So they are showing you the way through signs and your guidance. So they're really asking you to trust that guidance, okay? And when you're more in your authentic self, you'll be able to do that a little easier, okay? So authenticity is usually, a lot of us have a mask. It just means, we use them as protections to shield ourselves from other people, and sometimes we don't show people our gifts, or we show people who we truly are because we feel like that makes us too vulnerable. But in this lifetime, we need to be vulnerable, and then that opens us up to this more limitless possibilities. So they're really asking you just to have courage. Okay. Hi, still Magnolia. Good morning. All right, and let's see. Yeah, on top is sanctity. So that's saying through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. So just make sure you're asking for help, and if you are struggling with anything, even the most mundane thing, make sure you're I see it as he's meditating, so relax with it and hand it over and ask for help. Okay, knowing that everything is sacred and that you are not here alone to be handling and doing anything. Okay, and then once you do that, you will be able to take the right action. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like my Cash App is working anymore. Do you have Venmo? Or I can do Venmo, I can do Zelle. PayPal is fine. I'll put you the PayPal link in. Bear with me here. Just let me know you got it.
All right, let me know how she like those cards, and then good morning, Steel Magnolia.
Okay.
Is she trying to pay?
Okay. Yeah, that's you should see the link down there. And I'm going to have to work on getting my Cash App working again. I haven't used that in years.
Yeah, I don't use it that often.
Yeah, I don't ever since Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle. Cash App kind of went away from me. So as soon as I get that, we'll get you. I'll get you your read, Jamaican gal, and let us. And then also type in. Yeah, also type in your question, and we'll get you into a nice deep read. And for anybody who's new and watching, we are doing these one question reads and mini reads every Monday and Thursday. We do love donations and mini reads at a fee. Why? Because this is how we make our money. However, we do like you to get a free sample as well, which allows you to see whether or not you align with our energy. And we do this Monday and Thursdays at 8 a.m. We'll stay on as long as people hopefully can stay on and come visit us. It's a lot of fun. You get some nice information. All we ask is that you like, follow, share, and subscribe. Again, we love donations, so you can always hit those little bracelet buttons and the roses and all that stuff, or just shoot a cash donation through any of the links that are in our link tree. We can do small Reiki. We can do light language activations also during this. Today, if you do sign up for a mini read, either with myself or Susan, you are going to get a light language, and that light language for I'm releasing from the last couple of light languages, but the light language that you'll get normally would cost close to between $25 and $50, so it's a huge bonus that you get today if you do choose to do a mini read for either one of us.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're waiting, if you want to pull another, just collective. Let's pull it'll be fun. Do you have a yes or no? Let's pull a collective yes or no, or a timing question where we'll let people just put something in their mind, and you just pull the answer.
All right, let's do an angel answer, and then let's do this. All right, let's see. I think of a question. I'm going to start shuffling, and then we'll see what pops out. Yeah, one person over here. All right, whoever's on here, just make sure you're thinking of your question. And we're going to do the angel answers. Oh, all right. Did anyone think of a question? Because something popped out. So someone was thinking of something. Because that one flew out. So whatever you were thinking, it says within the next few weeks.
Oh, nice.
And I think it was love, because on top it says romance.
Wow.
No, yeah. That one flew.
I think that was me. I asked whether I was having tacos for Taco Tuesday.
Don't you did? In a few weeks, you're eating tacos.
Yes.
I'm so amazed that Lexi's sleeping through this.
Yeah. How does that happen? You gotta put some like party hats on her and shit like that while she's asleep.
Let's see. I gotta get a new stand for this. This was popping off yesterday. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yep, she's out. Nope, not moving.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give her a Zelle. So hang on a second here.
Let me plug my phone in so it's not gonna. I don't know how low it's been on for an hour.
Let's see. Let's get to Zelle. I think I can give you a QR code, so bear with me while I get to that.
You guys had to give your name or whatever, I think, for Zelle. But...
Okay, here's, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to put it in front of, see if this will allow for it. This
Yeah,
technology is wonderful. So yeah, just if you just put it under the phone number 215-499-7713, I'll put it in here for you. Let's see if it allows me to send it to you. Okay, so you should see that Jamaican gal. Let me know if that works. I'm going to have to screenshot my QR code and just put that in as another copy and paste. I don't think they let us use images on there, but I could probably put it up on my my background to make life easier. Technology is wonderful until it doesn't work.
And then what's she doing? Like a mini read, or what's she doing? Just a
yeah, mini read.
okay.
She wants me to do her a mini read. All right, so there we go. Yeah, I love technology. Sometimes it works great, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so while we're waiting, we're gonna do a timing question. So anybody who wants an answer to a timing question, just put it in your head. What is the timing of whatever you are thinking about? I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to think about that timing, what it is that you wanna know, when is it gonna happen, and we'll get that answer. Okay, ready, set, and reveal. Sorry to say, for some of you, your wish will not come true. So whatever you had in your mind, you might want to rephrase that.
I don't think I did anything, so.
Okay.
I'm busy checking messages.
Yeah, same
I might have to
here.
pop off after this because I have to make some phone calls and then I have to go get in. I got to run to the bank and all the fun stuff.
Oh, fun. Yeah, I tried to make a teeth cleaning appointment, and they said, don't even call us till August.
Why?
I don't know. They just said we're not taking any appointments. It's funny. The joys of public assistance.
They must be on vacation because thankfully I got all the kids in early.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Oh,
So,
oh, I just can't shake this like feeling today. Just wow. Mm,
okay, so I got that Jamaican girl. So let's get ahead with your read.
yeah.
So what is your? Do you have a specific question? And if so, what is it? And
Yeah.
let me tune into your energies and just set the intention to allow those energies to flow, so that I can receive them. So did you have a specific question or just a general? I'll give her a few seconds. Love the delay that they said on the live that the chat delays
Mhm.
are going to be shorter, but they still. Okay, continue with Peyton. I want to know what you're supposed to do with it. What should you do? All right, let's get you a full read on what's going on with you and Peyton in this now moment. So I want to tune into the energies. And what I'm going to do here, Jamaican gals, I'm going to use multiple decks. And the reason that I use multiple decks is because we want to have confirmation. You'll see that in every one of my reads that I use like 10, 20 decks because I really want to get the confirmation on multiple cards. So what is she supposed to do with Peyton? So let's start looking at the energies. What are the current energies with her and Peyton? So we've got three cards, and then we're going to tie them in with a few cards. So right now I see that there's some time apart. I'm hoping that this is what I'm tapping into. Um, Spirit is basically saying that there's going to be somebody reaching out, but that reaching out isn't going to happen until you open your heart, right? And this is only one deck's worth of cards here, so we're going to get some confirmations around this. So we're going to go visit our Love Angels deck once I find where I stuck it. Okay. And so we're going to try to get confirmation with this deck here as well. That was the Love Fairies. Let's see if the angels agree as well. So, Spirit, can you give us some more information about this love connection that we have between Jamaican Gal and Peyton? Give me some guidance as to where it's going, but let's look at their current energies. So, Jamaican Gal, we got some really nice energies coming through here, right? And we have attraction. We have wedding. Now, when we see the wedding card, that doesn't always mean that it's a marriage proposal. This generally means that what's happening is that this is going to move into an area of commitment at one point. Okay. And then we have romantic feelings, right? And the romantic feelings goes back to that attraction, that reaching out, that opening your heart. And so right now, one of you's got a blocked heart. And so we're gonna pull. I feel uh, moved to go to the island love cards as well. This is another one of our love cards, and then we're going to go for a fourth love card deck because I really want to dig deep. So Spirit, give me some more information about what is going on with Peyton and Jamaican Gal. What is current energy? And then we'll start looking at some messages and what we can do moving forward. Okay, so the island cards had a lot to say. And so Island Love says, reminiscing keepsake. So he's watching. He's looking at your pictures. He's in that space of wanting to reach out. However, somebody's still wearing a mask. And what does wearing a mask mean? It means you're not telling your true feelings. You're hiding. You're trying to mimic other people, but not be yourself. And in order to get to that open heart, you're going to have to open your mask. You're going to have to pull it off, and you're going to have to be who you are, not who you think that person wants you to be. Okay? What you had before is done and dead, right? And that's not a bad card to find. And the reason why you want to see this coffin is because you couldn't go on the way you were, right? That foundation was flimsy. It wasn't there. That's why you're in that separation, because you can't have what you had before. And if you try to get that, you're only going to go back to that time apart. The snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman, right? That's third party energy, right? It doesn't always have to be another woman. It could be, but it's third party energy. It means people have been interfering with this. And that's what's helped move that coffin together. However, we're getting more confirmations. And again, remember when I said I like to use multiple decks for confirmations? We're going to put these two up here together, wedding rings and marriage, right? There is the potential of a commitment here. And then we have seduction, right? And that goes with the attraction and the camera, right? Your person really wants to be in that place, but in order to get there, we need to open a heart. And so I'm hoping that this is starting to resonate with you. Let me know. I want to now get our fourth love deck here, my fourth love deck, this one here. And we are going to look at what is the current energies between Jamaican Gal and Peyton. Then we're going to start looking at some messages and some advice. Okay, so we got 4 cards out of this deck. And we get what we saw before, right? That snake in the grass obstacles, right? And these obstacles are sitting here around the point that, you know, people were involved. They were getting in the way. But what Spirit wants you to do is think of that special moment that brought you joy with your partner. And why does Spirit want you to do that? Because with this time apart that you have, you need to focus on the good, the positive of the relationship, not the best. Okay? But we also get the 1111. So when we see 1111, that's a twin flame card. And so, yeah, and she's saying that what was, you know, part of the 2 years, they just reconciled like a month ago in the bed, but he was living with somebody, right? And that's that snake in the grass that you saw over there. But it looks like you're in a divine contract. When we see 1111, it's generally twin flames, but nobody can tell you have a twin flame. You have to know that yourself. But you have a soul contract, and that soul contract is forcing you to kind of learn and to heal. And so with this card, Spirit is telling you got to get past these obstacles, open your heart, and get back into that moment of happiness. And as you do that, the rest of the stuff is going to start coming through, because we also got to rejoice. Embrace your loving connection, right? And what does that mean? It means be grateful of that connection you share. Even if he's with somebody else at this point, just be grateful of that time you shared, because that positivity is going to attract what you're doing. Yeah, and it's not going to work out, Jamaican Gal, because he's not energetically connected to her, as far as I can see within these cards. So I'm going to get some messages now on this connection. Let's see what his higher self wants to tell you right now, right? And this is energetic messages from your person's higher self, the part of him that knows the contracts that were signed. And so let's see what we have. Spirit, what are the higher self messages from Peyton to Jamaican Gal? I'm not taking that big chunk of cards. We're going to only take some really specific ones, Spirit. So we're not doing, there we go. All right. So what we have right now is he thinks it's too late, right? He fears you losing you all the time, almost on a daily basis, and he feels you moving away without him. And why? Because he's not being true to himself. He's got a fear of communication. I'm too scared to reach out due to how things ended. He'd forced to admit you the truth as well, right? And that's because he's with that other person, and he's forced to admit that he's there because it was easier to go to comfort of what the trauma that he knew, not what he feels. Even if we put all the pieces back, it could never be the same, right? And he's in his head over and over again. I held your past against you, even though I promised that I wouldn't judge. We both made wrong decisions that resulted in the demise. And so he's going through some tower moments right now. I'm going to pull a few more direct messages from his higher self. Where's my handy dandy deck? There's the one I want. So, Jamaican gal, what else is it? What other messages do you want to give from Peyton? She says I'm on point. It says,
Yeah.
what else do you want to say, Peyton? Okay, so we got a few more messages here. And this is a real thing, I know. He knows it's a real thing. He's just not ready to admit it to himself because his heart is shielded. He's sitting in trauma, and he's sitting there saying, hey, I'd rather be comfortable because I know it. It's like those people in a war zone, right? Or, anybody, if you've ever been in the projects or anything else, it's just more comfortable to be in pain because that's what you know, rather than to work on yourself and move yourself forward to get out of those places that toxicity is, because it's just what you know. But sometimes you have to have that strength to pull out of that. You may think I'm trying to manipulate you, but I'm not. I feel safer in the familiar patterns. Didn't I just say this? Exactly what the cards are telling you, right? I feel heartbroken. Don't think I don't care. I do. I just feel stuck because he is stuck. He's stuck between his heart and his head. His heart wants one thing, his head saying, but dude, if you make that risk and you jump over here, all these fears are coming through, and that's what's holding him back. I thought I could walk away and forget about you and this, like I walked away from many others, right? And again, head and heart, because he thought he could just slip in there and slip out, and there's no problem. But guess what? He got caught in his own trap, right? That spider web pulled him in, and that's that contract that you have with him on a soul level. And I'm going to pull one more deck of messages because I feel one more message wants to come out.
To anyone who's joining, Larry's doing a mini reading on his side, so welcome, Evelyn.
Yeah. And why don't you give him the special price right now while I'm getting a couple more cards.
So you can sign up for a mini read for $20 or a full read for $40 for either one of us, as well as get an extra light language and with Larry's or Reiki with mine. So this is a summer deal, so jump on, or you can put one free question in the chat.
Yep. And so next message, he knows your soulmates, right? So this is a very deep energetic connection, and I wish I could take it back, right? And so that's where he is. That's where you are. Let's get you some advice from your higher self. So higher self for Jamaican gal, what is it that needs to happen? What does Jamaican gal need to focus on right now to help her move to her highest timeline and her best result?
All right.
To help this stuck energy move forward. And right away, you're caught up in drama, right? I think the cards have said that. And you notice this purple, and you see the person, she's sitting there looking at the jellyfish, and what is that? She's grounding, right? She's trying to connect back to herself. She needs to release all that mishmash of chaos around her and just watch the jellyfish. There's nothing more peaceful than watching fish in a tank just moving around, doing their thing, gliding. Jellyfish, very beautiful, very relaxing. And that's what your higher self is telling you to do. There's a lot of fears and chaos running in your head because of the drama, and Spirit wants you to move outside of that drama. So let's look at I want to pull one more deck. I'm not sure which one I want. I think I want to do the Twin Flame deck because it seems like you have that contract. So let's see what's coming down the pike within this connection. Okay, right away, 2 cards just pop straight out. Before I lost my nerve, I tried to contact you. My courage escaped me. My imagination filled me with fear, right? And so, with fear. And so what this is saying, we saw that communication wants to come through. Spirit's forcing your person, Peyton, to pick up the phone, to text you, to communicate, and to be honest. But he's still in his head. And you are my anchor, my star, my hope, my love, my light, right? So there's a strong connection there. It's just I feel this one's gonna take time. We're gonna do a time oracle here, and we're gonna say, okay, Spirit, once she starts clearing her head of the chaos, when is this going to move forward to a positive communication? Because we're going to ask for just when can we get to that better ground, right? So spirit's telling you, and yes, you do need to be patient, but you need to also be patient with yourself because the only thing you can work on is yourself. And so the more you're energetically attractive to Peyton, the more he's going to be pulled away. And Spirit's saying this is rushing in, right? So I think you're feeling that as well, and that's why you two kind of got together, got a little busy for a little bit because it's rushing in. But 6 months from now is really where I think this is going to get to that place where you really want to be, right? And so with that, that's the mini read I have. I hope it resonates. And so what I want you to do now is I'm going to do a little bit of light language for you because I'm going to help clear out that chaos, that confusion, all that mess, that loop that's running around in your head. And what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of push that energy aside, and we're going to put mental clarity, focus, and awareness on what it is that you need to work on within yourself during that time while you're being patient. That's the best time to go within and heal. So anybody else who is listening, you can take the benefit of this as well. You just need to set an intention to receive. You will receive what you're meant to receive and nothing else. So we're going to ask for your highest self outside of polarity, Jamaican girl, to come with us in this healing to deliver me the codes that are required that you need for this right now moment. And for anybody else's higher self that wants to jump in on this, we're going to set the intention for your highest best good, for your highest best timeline to help bring that love in, that connection in its highest timeline, for the highest and best good of all, with no harm to anybody. So here we go. Pai Jule, Pai Nana, Hapa Ao, Hopa Yu, Pau, Shishi Papa Papa, Pau, Pau, Jaya, Pau, Hopa, Shishai, Pau, Shai Pai, Shai, Pau. She papa papa ho pai pa sha ha pa ho pai ya ya we pa ho pa ya pa ho pa bo shi pa. So hopefully that you've received well. Most people will feel it somewhere in their body. Sometimes it's an emotion that rushes in. You may find that a little bit later. There may be some emotions that come through. Just allow whatever comes through, come through. And hopefully that will kind of give you a feeling of calmness and relaxation that's going to help you decide how to get to the best path forward. So I hope that helps you. Let me know in the questions, and I appreciate you trusting me for your healing journey.
It was amazing. It was great. She said it resonated.
Yeah, I'm just getting that now. So
welcome, Evelyn. So anyone who's watching, Larry just did a mini read for someone for $20. We're doing full reads for $40. We are wrapping it up. We were on since 8. So if you have a one question you want to pop in the chat, please feel free. Donations are welcome. Please follow, like, share, as well as follow Larry on his YouTube for a lot of his light languages. He has them posted, as well as you will get a free little light language with his readings and a little free Reiki with mine. So we're doing this for the summer, so reach out and share with your friends.
Yeah, and Jamaican gal said, okay, that was just confirmation. I felt she knew, so she probably knew this already. She's very connected. She just has to reconnect with herself a little bit more. The confusion has been, shall we say, draining, and we all know that because we all get into that space. The energies now are pushing a lot of confusion out to the collective. I think we've all felt it.
Well, Larry, I just wanted to show you this because I'm looking at my cards as you're doing this. Look, I put the cards back in and then I'm looking over.
So Jamaican girl, I
No
hope you
more
saw that
cards.
twin flame union, right? And so
Yes.
the synchronicities and the cards never lie, right? And you can't make this shit up because no matter what, when this is why I choose to use. I don't know if you. I have so many decks. It's not even funny, and I keep getting more. And the reason I do that is just that I want to make sure that we are really tapping into the right energies. And if the decks don't agree,
Absolutely.
then I know that I'm not tapping in well, and I need to just kind of clear the energies.
Yeah, as well as we get bored and we like to have a range of cards, but we also want to be specific to everyone that has it. So whatever we're getting called to is what we get called to. And the energies don't lie. Usually we've done the same kind of reading or we'll pick the same card. So just double
Yeah.
confirmation that it's just the energy. And every reader's different. So it's really who you pick. We don't take it personally, but it's whoever you're called to. It's the same thing on when you're following people. Just see who you're more pulled to. That just means you're more in alignment with one or the other. There's no wrong or right. And then
And we each have
yeah.
different gifts, right? We each have different gifts, and sometimes you might need a mediumship gift. I have zero mediumship capability; it just doesn't work for me. But yet Susan's very good at it, right? And so you will get pulled to whatever. Some people will need the Reiki, some people need the light language. And what you do is it's nice to have a spiritual friend that is as connected. Hi, Dina. How are you? Would you like to get a free card today? We just ask that you like and share our channel. And you can ask who you'd like, whether you would like the angelic spiritual Susan or myself. Just tell us what your question is. I got her giggling.
Yeah, I do like it. I wasn't sure about the spiritual Susan, but
I like the angelic
it's
spiritual
starting to
Susan.
grow
I
on
think it
me.
just flows. It flows through you because you've got that angelic quality. Okay, so let us know what you would like the card on, Dina, and who would you like
Yeah.
to have it pull? She'd like to receive from Susan. Okay, so let us know your questions. Susan, get your cards ready.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
All right, we're just waiting on the question here, and this is from Dina. What's going on with her legs?
Okay. She wants me to answer this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's going on with the legs? I'm looking at the weather. I don't even know where to go with that one. All right, let's see if there's like a health issue. What's going on with her legs? This is a weird one. I don't think I've ever gotten this one before.
Yeah, I get sometimes I get that from the light language, but from
Well, it's not saying there's a health issue, so it's not a major issue. So I wanted to make sure we're getting that. Okay. All right, let's see. She needs to go to the doctor. Mm-mm. It says doubtful. All right, so there's a lot that flew out with that one, so let's run that one again.
yeah, I pulled it on my mermaid card too. I'm gonna hear it, see what your cards come on. I want to see what my mermaid
Yeah,
one
so
gave
I'll
it.
pull another deck. All right, let's do the angel. Where'd they go?
And then, just in general, anytime that you have any physical pain, generally what it's coming what it usually comes from, it's a manifestation of something you're not paying attention to. Your body is your best kind
Yeah.
of judge of everything.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna do this divine wisdom because I'm thinking we need to know what's going on.
Yeah, and then
Thank
and then
you for
I'll
making me
I'll
get
tell you what
it.
I'm intuitively getting as well.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me just check some messages. Okay. All right, let's see. What's going on with her legs? Do you know what's the deal? 'Cause that's usually some kind of emotion. Yeah, eating healthy foods. So that's really asking you to detox. So
Yeah,
whatever
and
you're
she's
thinking
saying
about.
perhaps emotional too on the chat. You didn't even see it. So Dina, she doesn't see the chat on my side, but
Uh,
it's interesting. See how you picked right up on it, emotional right off the bat. And so what my mermaid cards are, it's they're telling you to take the helm, be in control of your own ship, and just from an intuitive perspective, anytime you're having leg issues, right? What do the legs do? They hold your body up. They keep you steady. So something is keeping you unsteady right now. You're What those emotions that are coming through are because you feel unbalanced, and that's why it's telling you to take the helm. Does that make sense? Dina's going, oh, wow.
No. Well, yeah.
I
Yeah.
know she says yes,
Yeah,
thanks.
so yeah, healing. You're healing. That's so. Just really practice on detoxing, what Larry said, and releasing the emotions. I mean, I would say get on some of Larry's. I don't know whether you do any health light languages, but I can
I
definitely
do. I have
recommend.
lots of them for legs. Knees
Yeah, do that.
specifically.
Or do some Reiki, and we can release some of that. So whatever emotions that we hold on to our body can start to manifest in whatever it is in our body. So just make sure you're releasing and being conscious as well as intentional about it.
She said her mother passed in April. And that makes a lot of sense, Dina, because your mother was your mother like the patriarch? Was she the one that held the family together? And so now perhaps you feel unbalanced and not able, like you got your sea legs, that's why they're hurting. Yeah, she's saying yes, and that's why, because now you have to be that emotional stability, that whole foundation for the family, and you're unsure of yourself. So hopefully that helps. If you do want either light language or Reiki, Susan's having a special. This she says spot on. Yeah, Susan's having a special this month. Mini or full reads for $40, and she also does Reiki for $40. It's a summer special that Reiki can help release some of this energy, help you move out. I also do personal light language, whichever you feel more geared towards. Look at the contact information. If you don't see her contact information, just send me a note. I will give it to you, and you can schedule, one of her Reiki sessions. I think that would be super beneficial for you. Okay, she said she will do. All right. So, do we have anybody else that is here today looking for a card? And it's 10:10 according to my computer, which is a little slow, but I'm usually like a
Yeah,
1 minute or two slow.
it is a little slow. I have Jamaican Miguel. No, no questions over here. I don't know, but it's weird. Answer this. You can answer this for me. So Mitchell asked me to post a job post for him, like anonymously on my work. I don't know how I'm supposed to post this for him, or why he wouldn't want to post it anonymously. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll get on my computer and figure that out. Wouldn't you want the person to know where they're going to work? I don't know. It's been weird questions lately. I'm like, what is going on? All right, let's see what the weather is going to be like. It is 10 a.m., 77.
90 degrees, I think. I'm gonna get out and try to mow the lawn. I haven't done that in forever.
Well,
In
good.
a
They're
day.
calling it rain tomorrow and Saturday. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
probably float in the pool.
I might meet you this afternoon, but I got to get some things done. And then we'll go into like Newtown later.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan. Just bring what you need. And
Well, this went a lot longer, so I gotta get some things done, and I still have to do the Reiki on my sister, and I do need you
thank you,
to
Dina.
send me something because I don't know what this energy is or what it is, or just maybe it's the stress and anxiety from all these, like knowing my mortgage and all that stuff's due.
Yeah, it's like I said. If you stop over for a pool, I'll give you some light language to clear it out. It's there's a lot of energy that's out there right now. It's trying to keep everybody in confusion, and it's just pushing back at everybody. The key is grounding and focus. And
Yeah,
right now, a lot of people are not grounding enough. And sometimes grounding is just as simple as eating something like a potato, or eating carrots, beets, anything that's an earthy, but just eat it with intention to ground. And it can be super helpful. Water's another one for me. I have a Cancer moon, so all I have to do is touch a puddle of water and it grounds. It's just how it works. Um,
Yeah, ground. I have a little tree outside. That's growing.
yeah. So how are you doing, Dina? We haven't talked in a long time.
Mm.
Dina's one of my spiritual friends. She does light language as well. She's very connected with the dragons.
Oh, you'll have to tell me so I can follow her.
Yeah, she wants to do a live with me at one point. So maybe we'll do a trio of lives.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Where is she out of? Is she out of the area?
She's in New York.
Oh, New York. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Dina, what is it?
She's friends of that. She's personal friends with that one girl that you used to follow all the time with the light language, Sarah Asher Rose or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did some of that. Yeah. All right. Well, welcome, Denise. Do you have any questions? Otherwise, we're gonna wrap it up. It is. Yeah, it's getting late.
She says she goes by solely Dina. If you ever look her up on Facebook.
Solely Dina.
Yeah, she does a lot of like light language paintings and stuff. Most of them have like a dragon theme to it. They're really
Let me
pretty.
see. Soly Dina.
Dina. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find her.
Yeah, we're all in that little light language circle where it's a lot of people on the Facebook with the light language. But yeah, if anybody is watching, she's got some really wonderful paintings. She puts her light language in every painting that she does. They're really beautiful. Definitely look her up.
How do you spell it? Soli?
SOLYDINA.
All one word.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what pulls it up. Solely Dina. Engineering. Does she have like almost like a character
I'll send
picture?
I'll send you a link. Yeah, she does have a character picture, I think, on it. I can't.
Is
It's
this
too
it?
small. No, that doesn't look like hers.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
so
share.
I'll
I'll
definitely.
share you her Facebook link
Yeah,
or her.
whatever, no worries.
Yeah,
All right, let's just wrap it up because
yeah.
I think I have two people. Nemo joined. No one's really asking any questions. All right, we're wrapping it up. So just to wrap up, Larry and I will be doing these on Monday mornings at 8 as well as Thursday mornings. There is one free question per person. If we feel called to do more, we will. But we would prefer you donate, you like, you share, you tell your friends, as well as you sign up for either a mini read at $20 or a full read at $40. We do take either our link trees or all our stuff's posted. So just reach out to us. And Larry will also be doing some light languages as a free benefit, which is huge cost savings, as well as I will be doing some Reiki. So just let me know and reach out, but also like, follow, share. Make sure you're following Larry on his YouTube as well. He's got lots of light languages up there. He does his readings as well on TikTok. And then you can follow me as well. So
Right.
thank you all
Yeah,
for
make sure you
joining.
do follow. And I'm renaming her the Angelic Spiritual Susan. Make sure you follow her. She's on Instagram, and she'll
Oh,
give you
yeah.
the all her things. She does Instagram Live, really good. She does these on TikTok Mondays and Thursdays. Reiki and card reading. She's just an amazing spiritual helper. So please do make sure you follow her as well.
All right. Thanks, Fran, for joining. Thank you, Jamaica Miguel. That's cute. Team bracelet. I love it. All right, cool. You ready to go?
Yep, ready to rock and roll.
All
Thank
right.
you, everybody. And that was at
Thank you.
2:12. We closed out. So perfect.
Oh, all right. Works for me. All right. Are you posting this?
Yeah, I think I'm going to post this one on my YouTube because we went a full 2 hours, which is huge.
Yeah. You did the
We
mini
probably
reads. I
come.
think people need to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've gone longer than most TikToks out there. They always tell me that on the lives. But yeah, you guys, you want to beat the if you want to beat the line, it's always about just if you put a donation in, you'll skip the line and get right to the front. So with that, have a great day. I appreciate you all. We love it that you guys took the time to spend some time with us this morning.
All right. Have a blessed day. All right. Bye,
Yep.
loves.
Cheers.